officially 31 weeks now as of like the other day. I was supposed to wake up early today because I have class at 9 o'clock, but when I woke up it was 9:08. I don't know what happened there, but I was like, I can still go to class, I'll just be a little bit late, it's fine, people walk in late all the time. But then I just started feeling so sick. Then out of nowhere I just started like throwing up, so I'm just gonna have breakfast and get ready for my next class that's later this afternoon. Breakfast was alright. Honestly, I still feel pretty sick and I really didn't feel like eating, which is so weird. Like, I'm in my 3rd trimester. I thought I'd be a lot more hungry. It's typically like at the end of the day that I get really hungry. Like just before bed, I'll have dinner and then I'll eat like 3 more times before going to bed. But normally I just eat because I know I have to eat. I'm not like super concerned about it because I am making sure that I'm eating enough and frequently throughout the day and drinking a ton of water. I know everything's okay, I just don't always feel like I want to eat. It comes and goes in waves. It's like I don't always feel like I want to eat, but then all of a sudden I'll be like super hungry and I'll want to eat like everything. I really do not feel good today. I feel so bleh. I can't afford to miss this class though. My grade is solely based on being in class and doing the stuff that we do in class. My professor is really sweet. He's been checking in to see if I'm doing all right. I was really surprised. Like, he was really open to being flexible. There were a couple times where I was just really sick, and one time that I was in the hospital. He kept telling me like, we have a Zoom option if you need it. Because sometimes I'm just really not doing well in class. It's just really hard to sit down for that long. Because my stomach is getting so big, like I feel my ribs caving in. It just gets hard to breathe. I usually need to get up, walk around, or go to the bathroom because I'm drinking so much water, because drinking water every 2 seconds in class is the only thing that keeps me alive. I really don't want to draw attention to myself in class, so I really try my best to sit through class like as long as I can. But at the same time, I care more about my health and my baby, so just trying to like balance that. I'm just gonna get dressed and then go. This professor doesn't like using technology. All the other teachers do everything online, but this professor wants all of us to come every class with everything printed out. So twice a week I'll go and print things out, and I just feel like it's so much paper, but that's how he does it. We're not allowed to have like laptops or phones or anything. These leggings have been my favorite thing this whole pregnancy. It's actually the only maternity piece of clothing that I have bought. Most of the stuff that I have, like most of my tops and stuff, are cropped, and these leggings go like way high up. When it's warmer outside, I can wear like little short sleeve tops, but I also love wearing it with like my cropped sweaters and stuff. Here's the outfit. Since being in the 3rd trimester, I have been overheating. So I always try and make sure like I have a warmer option and a cooler option. The baby has been so active recently. I'll just be sitting down in class and he's just like going crazy. The baby actually used to hate when I wore these because he hated anything on top of my stomach. I'd have to leave my stomach open. I think he's kind of used to these now though because I wear them all the time. It gives just the right amount of like compression and support without being too tight. I genuinely feel very proud of myself for making it through the semester so far because it was kind of difficult at first. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do the semester. I just had my midterms and things are going okay. The nice thing though is that I only have class twice a week. My husband also has the same schedule, but he works on the days that he doesn't have school. But he works from home, and I work a little bit Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I just got home. I'm gonna go ahead and make our bed, just kind of tidy up around the bedroom a little bit, and then make some food. My husband is finishing up his school also, so he'll be home in about an hour because he's got a bit of a longer commute to school. So I think I'm gonna get started on some food so that we can eat together when he gets back. But you're not the kind. Alright, I think that's good enough. We still need some pillowcases for the pillows back there. We literally only have ones for these ones here. Our crib is a bit of a mess. That's literally all the baby stuff we have. We've kind of just shoved all of our baby stuff into the crib because we just moved. We're still in the process of like organizing and everything. I'm gonna make some bibimbap. It's one of my favorite Korean foods. I don't really have all the ingredients to like authentically make it, but I'm making a version of it that I always make. This week is my last week of classes. Today is just like the final due date for a lot of extra credit assignments and big projects, final essays. I've got mostly like everything done. Just got like a few little bits left that I have to finish up. Like I said, this week is the last week of classes. Next week is finals week. I'm also 37.5 weeks pregnant. Today I'm just gonna be working on getting all these last little bits finished up and submitted. And then for the next few days, I'm just solely gonna be focusing on studying for my finals. After that, I'll just take my finals and then I will be done with this semester. I'm really proud of myself for getting through it in the 3rd trimester.
For 17, if I could, I would tie you to a string.
So how I normally take notes is I'll have like questions or topics or whatever here and then answers here. I'll just go through and like test myself on each of these different topics or questions, and if I get it right, I'll put a check mark like next to it here. If I can get at least 3 check marks, then I know for a fact that like I have it down. This way of studying has just really helped me. Every time I've done this, I've gotten an A on my exams, so it just really works for me. For me, repetition is also super important, so I hear it in class. I have these notes here that I'm looking at throughout the semester, and then before the exam, I'll go through the entire thing, rewrite everything, and then test myself on it. Finals are officially done and I'm feeling so freaking relieved. I was so worried that the baby was gonna come like before my finals. I feel like he can feel what I feel, and I feel like since I've had like so many things that I need to get done this week, I feel like the baby has also been feeling that and like not feeling ready for birth just yet. So I'm really glad like I was feeling okay for my finals. One of them was at 7 a.m. which is way earlier than I've been getting up recently, just because I'm so exhausted. This trimester, I've just been really sleepy. I don't know, like I have trouble sleeping and I wake up like every half hour and I'll just like lay there awake, trying to get comfortable, getting up to go to the bathroom, or getting up to get a drink of water, getting up to take heartburn medicine, or putting on medicine on my rashes because I have these rashes that itch so bad. So whatever it is, I'm usually experiencing some sort of discomfort. Yeah, that was basically the long way of saying I normally wake up a lot later. I got up at like 6 something, had a hash brown. My husband took me to school and I took my final. But for my other final, I was supposed to have it straight after this final, but my teacher was concerned that I didn't show up on the last day of class, so he emailed me. I told him like I was in the hospital the night before, I had like a rib out of place, came home like middle of the night, and then the next day I had an appointment. So my professor was like, would you rather take your final remotely? So I was like, yeah, if that's an option, I would love to do that. I didn't know how I was gonna do like an exam from 7 to 10 and have another exam like 11 to 2. It was just too much. At this point in pregnancy, like I can't be outside for very long. During my first exam, like halfway through the exam, I was having trouble breathing. I just had to like refocus and I was like, okay. And I just quickly finished the rest of the exam. So I told this other professor that I would love to take it remotely if that was an option. And then he literally just straight up emailed me the final, like the Word document. And he was like, okay, take this tomorrow between this time and this time. Make sure you send it back to me by, you know, this time. There's a program that I've used to take exams remotely where they're like recording your screen and everything. I thought I was gonna do something like that, but he straight up just like emailed me the final. I was just sitting on my birth ball, doing my final, and it was super chill. So now we can just focus on the baby. I still have a couple more days of work. Aside from that, I don't really have anything else going on except waiting for this baby. I just finished up my last day of work. Feels great, kind of. I don't feel good, but I feel great that it's over. I had to stay longer than expected today. One of my students, they forgot the new time that we agreed on. Yeah, so I had to wait extra and then stay longer, which I guess I didn't have to do, but it's literally the last lesson. I didn't want to just like cancel and make them still pay, so they were on their way anyways, just super late. Oh my gosh, my heartburn. My heartburn is so bad. I'm gonna go home because my baby hates when I wear clothes. I'm wearing these like mega oversized jeans. I didn't even button or zip them, I just folded them. They're not putting any pressure on my stomach, but the baby still hates it. So I'm gonna go home, get comfy. Oh, they just turned their lights out. Well, I'm gonna go home and relax for the evening.
If I could, I would tie you to a string, but you're